Well, good morning everybody, and here we are for another test ride video with Wheels Motorcycles. Today's bike, the DL650. This is the new 2017 model. This is one, I think that obviously they'd say this is the base model. In this range we've obviously got the XT as well, but we'll talk about that a little bit in a moment. I mean, just a quick look at it really, styling wise. We've had the DL for quite a few years now. Obviously gone through many different guises. Originally started quite broad at the front with the twin headlight, then it went obviously, well, continued the twin headlight but came quite sort of snub nosed. We had a little spell a couple of years ago with the sort of beak just put onto the bike, but now, I mean, styling wise I really do like this bike. I like the nose cone of the bike, sort of the beaked effect looks really good, much more part of the machine. Colour schemes, I really like the yellow. We've also got black and white in this on these bikes this year, and yeah, just really good. 650V twin power unit, delivering about 70 brake horsepower, just over. Really easy to ride, a really lightweight bike. So yeah, we shall get on, give it a ride, and let you know what we think. Here's a puppy. He's a good boy. Oh, he's a good dog. Well, here we are out on the road now on the DL650. I've obviously got a bit of experience of riding DLs for the fact that they've been out for quite a few years now, and I also really do like these bikes. Very easy to get on with, very balanced, very light to sort of put through corners. An excellent commuter bike. Fuel economy is really good on the bikes. I mean, the new bike now, we're giving off figures in the high 60s, I mean practically touching 70 to the gallon. We've actually got one of our technicians who bought himself one of these bikes this year, and he thinks he's returning, you know, better than that as well. So well, what do I like about this bike? Just the feel as a rider is, I say, really balanced on this bike. It does feel very light on its wheels. Very easy to change direction. I'm pretty much just steering it with my perfectly formed buttocks, and it's good. It's, you know, it feels certainly nice and balanced. Doesn't feel top heavy in any way. Incredibly comfortable to sit on. Nice deep padded seat. Seat height, I think we're about 830 on this model. But yeah, comfortable for two. Yeah, two people on board. Display wise on the bike, really easy to read. Nice big central tacho. We've got gear indication there next door. Our speedo is read out digitally at the top. Again, very clear to read. You know, temperature gauge, fuel gauge. Got my clock in there. And we've also got in the clocks the traction control settings. So at the minute we're at traction 1. Very easy to set, very easy to change. On the left hand switch gear we've got the big the grey rocker button there. It's as simple as press and select. Obviously that will highlight the traction control, up and down for your settings, or off, of course you can turn them off, and then press it again just to confirm your settings. So all of which can be done on the move, so I don't need to be pulling over if the terrain changes. I can just change my bike setting. So we've also got a 12 volt power feed at the top, and that's obviously excellent when you've got a bike like a Adventure Touring style with the exposed bars. Really easy to fit yourself a sat nav cradle or your mobile phone onto there if you're using your sat nav from there, and obviously take a direct feed from the bike without having to have it wired in. So yeah, it's good. Mirrors are really good. Nice and broad mirrors, and can certainly see everything behind me. And the DL650 comes in two variants this year. We have the base model, which is the bike I'm riding today, And there's also the XT. The XT is a little different in that it's got the wire wheels with the exposed alloy hubs. And you also get yourself hand guards on that bike and a belly pan. And it all just sort of lends itself to looking like a more, you know, sort of dressed adventure bike. Optional extras that could be fitted to either of them, of course, over that is you've got the centre stand you can fit to the bikes, crash protection, spotlights, so all the sort of things that you're going to want if you're going to go off and get yourself some touring done. And you certainly could sit on this bike all day long. Also in the family you've got the DL1000, which is, I mean, size scale, there's really not a lot between them, to be honest. But the power plant, the engine in the DL1000 is a lot, you know, I mean, it is what it is. It's a big, nice, long revving, lots of power, 1000cc twin. But for what most people want, this is more bike than you're going to need. I say a fantastic commuter weekend, I'd say mid-range touring bike. And sometimes if your bike is a little bit bigger and it's a bit more of a handful and a bit heavier in your arms, it's, you know, sometimes not really what you want for long days touring. It's that moment when you ride past a fish and chip shop and the smell hits you and all your plans for what you thought you were going to have for tea changes. Love the smell of fish and chips. That was a cool looking bike. This bike does feel lovely through corners. It's just so light and nimble on its wheels. Certainly makes for a fun commute anyway. And I think just on a quick test ride, a lot of the times we're just scratching the surface on what a bike can do. And of course, once you own a machine for a while and ride it every few days or every day, you really get to learn what the bike can do for you. I keep thinking one day I'm going to do one of these test rides and just not like the bike, but that's definitely not going to be today, because this is a great bike. Very easy to get away, very light on the clutch. Nice little push of power. There's the throttle, so well, I'm certainly not going to sit in this all the way back into work. So I think we'll take a detour. Take a slightly more scenic route. There we go. Much more the roads I'm used to. So very quick recap then. What we've been riding today: the 2017 Suzuki DL650 V-twin, 650 cc's, 71 brake horsepower, 69 to the gallon is their quoted figure. But like we say, we have heard of people getting a little bit more than that. At the moment, base model is on sale at 7,399. The XT edition with those wire wheels and those other touches, you're looking at 7,895. But obviously at the moment you are getting that free top box and free tank bag. So great little package. you can have an absolute blast on this bike. You can take it nice and steady. You can find yourself some twisties, have a really good Sunday afternoon on it, or do you know what, load it up and get yourself away as well for the weekend or the week. Dead comfortable, not cramped at all. And if you do want a bit more, you've got that DL1000 to consider as well. We have got both bikes, the 650 and the 1000, on demo, and you're more than welcome to come along and give them a spin. So now I suppose we better do some work.